Alright, welcome back to Neverwinter Nights 2 Enhanced Edition. We are going to be making a Temporal Champion build. This is a 4 multi-class build. It involves utilizing both a Wizard, Cleric, Dragon Slayer, and of course Eldritch Knight. Dragon Slayer you do not get in the base game. You'll have to add it with a mod, which I will add in the description down below. But that is going to be the first setup for this. We'll start by picking a human. You pick a human class to get the extra feat. So we're going to go and click next. Nothing special here. You'll start with wizard. For your level 1 selection, click next. We'll go chaotic neutral. Next. And for deity, we're going to select helm. This way you can get favored weapon as bastard sword. Next. We're going to take strength to 14. Dex to 13. Con to 14. Intelligence to 16. Wisdom to 11, Charisma to 10. That'll be your stat lookout. Alright, we'll grab Veteran as our background. That'll give us a +1 to Fortitude. Next, we're going to go to Customize. Click Select. Now you're going to choose where you're going to put your points. You're going to want to start with Foreign Concentration, Foreign Lore, Foreign Spellcraft, and then 2 in Tumble, and at least 2, not Taunt, 2 in Use Magic Device. And after that, you'll add the rest to your heal. Alright, there we go. Next, we're going to go ahead and grab 2 feats early. First feat we're going to grab is Able Learner. This is going to cross-class skills cost only a single point per rank instead of normal cost of 2 points per rank. That's going to help us. We're going to grab our second feat, which is going to be Luck of the Heroes. That'll give you a +1 luck bonus to armor class, plus a +1 bonus to all saving throws. Like that. Alright, you'll click next. Next, we're going to pick Transmutation as the school that we're going to specialize in. Next, we're going to go ahead and select our spells. All of these are selected automatically. So then we're going to go with Expeditious Retreat. And we'll click next. Alright. That's select Pig so you can get +3 bonus to your diplomacy checks. Henry the Pig. Alright. Let's go ahead and get started. This is our character. He's already all set up. We're going to go ahead and level up, and you're going to go ahead and grab Cleric. Next. Then grab Finder Wyvernspur for your god choice. This way you can get the favored weapon Bastard Sword. We're going to go into Concentration. Lore. Spellcraft. And then we will add to Tumble. Let's go into heal. And we got that up to 5. Alright. Next we're going to select our domain. You'll grab the Law domain. And Law will give you access to +2 to will saves, as well as giving you some spells at certain levels. But keep in mind these are at Cleric levels, so we won't be going that far into Cleric. Alright, and then for the next one we're going to go ahead and grab War Domain. This is the cleric receives the weapon focus feat for their deity's favored weapon, Bastard Sword. That's what we're going for. This is going to be a shield and board build. No, sword and board. Sword and board build. Alright, and this is all the stuff that you get automatically. Our goal was to get our hands on Iron Will as a feat. That's going to be necessary for unlocking Dragon Slayer. Alright, finalize. Level up. We're going to go ahead and go back to Wizard. Level up. Concentration. Lore. Spellcraft. Go ahead and put this. I'm going to go down here. There we go. Alright, for our next feat that we're going to grab Practiced Spellcaster for Wizard. Because we're only going 13 levels into Wizard, This feat's going to make it seem like we're a 17th level spellcaster, so we have the ability to get access to 9th level spells. Extremely important to have. Add feat. Next. Alright, we can add 2 more. In this case, I'll add Magic Missile and Protection from Alignment. We'll add Magic Weapon. No. We'll add Detect. No, no. We'll add Burning Hands. Shocking Grasp. And Endure Elements. No. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add, let's see, which ones can we grab? Burning Hands. Shocking Grasp. Magic Missile. I guess Charm Person. And then Sleep. They're not really going to be useful overall because we won't be utilizing them. Alright. That's Wizard level 3. Now we're going to go ahead and jump back to Cleric. We're going to go here. Cleric. We're going to add to Int. We're going to get our intelligence up to 19. We're going to add that. We're going to add that. Spellcraft. Then we can add this. No, we're locked out of that. Sometimes it prevents you from getting things into certain spots. 3. There we go. Into parry. Next. Finalize. Level up. Back to Wizard. We're going to go ahead and go into Concentration. More. Spellcraft. Parry. Next. Alright, spells we're going to grab are Bull Strength. And then we need, where is it? Bear's Endurance. Alright. Click Next. Alright, we're going to go ahead and level up here. We are jumping into level 6. So we're going to go with Wizard. Next. Go into Concentration. Lore. And Spellcraft. We go ahead and add that. Add that. Alright. We'll go up here. And we'll upheal. Next. Alright. For the feat we're going to grab, we're going to get Knockdown. This is where the play will come in because we're going to be getting knockdown and improved knockdown. Thanks to that, we'll be able to knock down bigger sized creatures when we increase our size. So there'll be nothing that we can't prone. We will be proning a lot. Next. Unless they're immune to it. Some are immune. Alright. We're going to go ahead and grab Mirror Image. See Invisibility. Next. Alright, we're going to be leveling up again, going to level 7, so we're going to go Wizard. You know, in here, Concentration, Heal, Parry, Spellcraft, and that. Next. Alright, we're going to go down here. We're going to grab Extend Spell. That's our next one. Extend's going to be great, because once we get to automatic still spells in the epic levels, this is going to be the most spectacular thing you could ever hope for. Alright, in this case I'm going to grab Spell Magic and Greater Magic Weapon. Alright, click Next. Finalize. Level up. We're going up here to level 8. So we're going to grab Cleric at level 8. Grabbing Cleric at level 8. Next. We're going to go ahead and improve intelligence again. 18. And then we got to go here. Do those. One of those. Another one of those. Just make sure we are able to add more. Alright. Then I'll go down here and add that. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and add to Intimidate, since that'll be one of our class features here soon. Finalize. Alright, we are jumping to level 9. At level 9, we're going to go back to Wizard. And we are going here. We're going to go ahead and add that. In this case, parry. Oop, not that high. Save that point. And then we're going to go ahead and grab Dodge. That is the last feat we have to unlock in order to unlock Dragon Slayer Prestige class. Going next. Alright, I'll go ahead and grab Haste. I'll grab Heroism. I'll click Next. Scroll down. Finalize. Alright, we are going to go to level 10. Level 10, we're going to grab Wizard. Concentration. Lore. Spellcraft. In this case, we're going to get Intimidation up. Next. Alright. We're at level 4. There's not a spectacular amount of level 4 spells that are awesome. But we'll grab Lesser Globe of Invulnerability and Stone Skin. And then click Next. Otherwise, level up. Alright. Now we're jumping into level 11 Wizard. Going into Concentration. Lore. Spellcraft. And then we'll get Intimidate up. And in this case, we'll go Craft Alchemy, Craft Armor, and Craft Weapon. Next. Alright, we can select more level 4 spells. Not that there's any that are spectacularly awesome right off the bat. Alright, then we'll go here. We're going to go ahead and grab Displacement. Click Next. Finalize. Level up. Jumping into level 12 on Wizard. So at level 12, we're going to go ahead and put it into Int. That's going to give us 19. Next. Next, we're going to go Concentration, Lore, and Spellcraft. For which I'm going to pump these up. Alright, click Next. Feat we are going to grab is Power Attack. There it is. Click Next. Alright, spells we can grab. I'll grab Feeble Mind. And then Lesser Mind Blank. Next. Finalize. Alright, one more level into Wizard. Now give us 13. So Concentration. Lore. Spellcraft. 1, 2, 3. That won't let me go up any further. This one and this one. Alright. Next. Right here, we're going to go ahead and grab Still Spell. Still Spell is the beginning of everything. This is the thing that'll make it so you can wear armor while still being able to cast spells, but with 1 additional level per spell cost. So if a spell is level 1, it'll cost a second spell slot. If it's a second spell slot cost, it'll cost a third spell slot. So that's how that one works. We'll go here. Alright, we're still at level 5, but I'm going to go back here and grab Fireball. Protection from energy. Next. Finalize. Alright, now we're jumping into Dragon Slayer. Here it is. Dragon Slayer requirements: base attack +5, feats, dodge and iron will, and tumble at least to 2. This gives you a ton of different features, access tower shields, but the main reason we are grabbing Dragon Slayer is to get martial weapons feat. So we get proficiency with martial weapons. Thanks to that, we'll be able to unlock Eldritch Knight. Alright, and this gives you a whole bunch of other stuff. Best thing about it is it gives you spell penetration and greater spell penetration. You'll get lightning reflexes for reflex builds and all that stuff. So it's a really good prestige class. And the other thing is True Strike is now a spell-like ability. So it's part of your character's class spells. Alright. Next, I'm going to go Concentration. Going to go Lore. Going to go Spellcraft. Let me see here. There we go. Sometimes it lets you, sometimes it doesn't. Alright, click Next. We're going to grab Dragon Spellcasting Class Wizard. Add feature. Click Next. Alright, we can grab 6 level spells. And this we're going to grab Greater Heroism. And Greater Stone Skin. Next. This us jump into level 14. Finalize. Alright, we're going to go and level up, and this time we're grabbing Eldritch Knight. To unlock that, you have to have weapon proficiency in martial weapons, as well as being able to cast 3rd level arcane spells. Who is a wizard. We're going to go Concentration. We're going to go Lore. We're going to go Spellcraft. And then I'm going to add Tumble. There we go. Want those to 10. Alright, Eldritch Knight Spellcasting. Add it. Next. And we're going to go ahead and also grab Improved Knockdown. This is where it all starts. Improved Knockdown, along with Enlarge Self. You're basically going to be smacking things down, regardless of size. Unless it's a freaking Titan. Alright, leveling up. We're going to go 2 more levels into Eldritch Knight. This time we're going to add into Strength. Concentration. Lore. Spellcraft. And then we'll go and pump this up. There we go. Oh, you won't let me pump that up, huh? Alright. Fine. We'll just do Wrap Weapon. Alright, we can grab 2 more. I'm going to grab Tensor's Transformation, which is going to be the spell you're going to be using all the time. This is your go-to spell because of all the boosts it's going to give you. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab True Sing. Next. Best spell for you with this build is Tensor's Transformation. Alright, we're going to go Eldritch Knight again. We're going to go ahead and pump this up. Pump this up. Pump this up. See if I can finally get this up. There we go. Got it to 10. Alright, we got Heal to 10, Parry to 10, Intimidate to 10. So, we just got to go here, here, and here. Alright. Now I'm going at spell 7. I'll grab Bixby's Hand, but first I'm going to go down here and get Shadow Shield. Great for dealing with necromantic casters and instant death spells. And Bigby's Grasping Hand. Next. Alright, we're going to go ahead and level up. And we're going back towards Dragon Slayer. Boink. Go into Concentration. Into Lore. And Spellcraft. Got those to 10. Let's do the Appraise now. Alright. And now we're going to go ahead and grab Improved Power Attack. It's great. Add. and you get spell penetration as a class ability, as well as True Strike 1 day. Next. And that True Strike is a spell-like ability, so that's part of your class. We'll go Dragon Slayer again. Gonna boost this. Gonna boost this. Gonna boost this. Alright, get this up. Get that up. Alright, we're gonna click next. Now we're gonna jump back down to 6. Legends lore. No need. Anything else from here that I want? Greater Dispel, yes. Lobe of Invulnerability, yes. Alright. There we go. Alright. We got Dragon Slayer up to level 3. So we're going to go Dragon Slayer again. We're going to go up in strength. And then we're going to go concentration, lore, and spellcraft. Get this up to 10. Oh, not that high. Alright. Next. Wise. Next is we're going back to Eldritch Knight. Next. Concentration. Lore. Spellcraft. Alright. We will bump this up to 10. Next. Alright, for the feat, we are going to grab epic levels now. And one of those epic levels is Great Strength. Add feat. Next. Alright, in this case, we're going to grab Bigsby's. We're going to grab Iron Body. Next. Wise. Alright, going Eldritch Knight again. Our goal is to get Eldritch Knight to level 7. Concentration. Get closer to that all-important 27 on Spellcraft here. Alright, clicking. Let's jump back here. It's 6th level. No, 5th level. We already grabbed what we wanted there. Alright, we'll go 8th level. We're going to grab Sunburst. And then I'm going to grab Protection from Spells. Next. Alright. Eldritch Knight again. Gonna go here for concentration. Spellcraft. Grab that. Do this. Alright. Now we're gonna go ahead and grab a feat. We're gonna grab Greater Strength. Feat. Next. Alright, for 9th level, I'm going to grab Bixby's Hand and Mordenkainen's Disjunction. Next. Alright, we'll go ahead and level up. One more level into Eldritch Knight. Strength at 19. There we go, we've hit the all-important 27. That's where we can start grabbing the stuff that makes this build go auto flying off the chain. Alright. In this case, I will add to Intimidate. Next. Alright, 9th level spell. I'm going to go ahead and grab Meteor Swarm. It was Meteor Storm and Mordenkainen's Sword. Alright, Firewise. Now it's time to go back to Dragon Slayer. Got 7 levels right there, and the rest of the levels are all going into that. I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna grab that. Intimidate. Then we're gonna go down to epic spells, and now we've got automatic still spell, 0 to 3, 0 to 6, and then 0 to 9. Next. Alright, in this case, I'm going to grab Shadow Simulacrum. Mind Blank. There we go. Next. Finalize. Dragon Slayer. Concentration. Lore. Spellcraft. Alright, it looks like we've still got this, so we'll go ahead and add points to search. Next. Get Lightning Reflexes. That's an automatic feat. You're getting it because of the class. Level up. Dragon Slayer. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright. 20 Intimidate. Now we're going to go ahead and grab our feat. It's going to be another automatic still spell. 0 to 6. Next. Going to go ahead and grab me some spells. Grab whatever you feel like grabbing. I would just mainly focus on somatic ones, so you can still get the still spell. So in this case, I think I'll grab Mass Hold Monster. And then how about Mass Hold Person? There we go. They're so bluey. And you get greater spell penetration as a result of the class for Dragon Slayer. Finalize. Level up again. Strength. Gives you 20. So in this case, we'll put it put towards Spellcraft, Lore, and of course Concentration. And then we're going to go ahead and boost up Search. Next. Finalize. 2 more levels. Dragon Slayer. Got that. There. And right there. And then I'm going to boost up Search again. And this time, I'll go and boost it up towards Temporal. Next. Alright. And our last feat. Epic Skill Auto Still Spells 0 to 9. Add feat. Next. Alright, we're going to get 2 spells. I think in this case, I'm going to go ahead and get Chain Lightning and Disintegrate. Oh, Transmutation spell. Alright. Got everything right there. One more level. Dragon Slayer again. Concentration. Lore. And Spellcraft. Got one more left, so I believe we can put it towards Appraise. We'll go next. Alright, and now you get the final thing, which is True Strike. Now you get a class ability to use it twice. Finalize. Alright, and with that, we have finished the leveling up process for this. Now, let me go ahead and explain how this whole build works and the whole setup that you're going to be working with. Alright, because of the auto spells, which are the feats for the epic, right here, because of this, you now have the ability to cast any spell from the extended spells, and you will not suffer an arcane spell failure with wearing any armor and even using tower shields. So you can utilize them all. Any spells that you want, as much as you want. And items that I would recommend would be like Amulet of Power, Ring of the Wanderer, to increase your overall spell slots so you can get even more. Just remember that at 7th level with Extend, Tensor's Transformation is going to be the spell you use all the time. This is your best spell. Always utilize it correctly. Alright guys, that'll be it. When you're setting up your spells, make sure you utilize the Extend spells. That's the ones you want to target. Alright, thanks for watching. Alright guys, here's a list of the items that I am using for this build. Feel free to pause it and take a good look at it. Alright, see you guys next time. Hey there everyone, if you enjoy this content, like and subscribe. and comment down below. Thanks again.